Welcome, we have collected 5 of the most interesting events that took place on the 27th of July in history.
On July 27, 1866, an event took place that revolutionized global communication. On this historic day, the laying of the transatlantic telegraph cable between Great Britain and the United States was completed.
The transatlantic telegraph cable was an outstanding engineering achievement that spanned a vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, connecting 2 continents.
Until the completion of the cable, communication between Europe and North America relied on slow and unreliable methods, often taking weeks or even months for messages to reach their destination.
The transatlantic cable changed everything, making it possible to send messages across the ocean instantly. It was a milestone in the development of global communications and paved the way for the modern era of telecommunications.
On July 27, 1921, Canadian medical scientist Frederick Grant Bunting gave a speech on the discovery and production of insulin. Before the discovery of insulin, diabetes was a fatal disease with no effective treatment. Diabetic patients had no hope of survival because their bodies could not properly regulate their glucose levels.
Inspired by the work of a fellow researcher, Bunting and his assistant Charles Best set out to find a solution. They conducted experiments in a small laboratory at the University of Toronto, Canada.
Their dedication paid off when they successfully extracted insulin from the pancreas of dogs, showing promising results in lowering blood sugar.
This breakthrough marked a turning point in the treatment of diabetes, saving millions of lives worldwide.
On July 27, 1940, the legendary rabbit Bugs Bunny first appeared on the screen. Created by animation legends Tex Avery, Bob Clampett, and Chuck Jones, Bugs Bunny quickly became the star of the show in the Warner Brothers series, Merry Melodies.
With his catchphrase, "What, Doc?" and witty wit, Bugs Bunny won the hearts of viewers young and old, establishing himself as one of the most beloved and enduring characters in the history of animation.
Filled with humor, witty wordplay, and his ability to outwit his enemies, his cartoons have entertained generations of fans and become an integral part of popular culture.
Over the years, Bugs Bunny has appeared in numerous movies, TV shows, comics, and memorabilia, making him a cultural icon and a symbol of the golden age of animation.
July 27, 1953, a significant day in the history of the Korean Peninsula. On this day, the Korean War ended with the signing of the Armistice Agreement.
The war brought enormous destruction and human casualties to this region. The conflict involved North Korea, supported by China and the Soviet Union, and South Korea, supported by a United Nations coalition led by the United States.
The signing of the agreement marked the end of hostilities and the establishment of a ceasefire. However, it is important to note that the Armistice Agreement did not officially end the war, as no peace treaty was signed.
Instead, a demilitarized zone was established to serve as a buffer zone between the countries, and the Korean Peninsula remains divided to this day. The legacy of this conflict continues to affect the lives of people in both North and South Korea.
On July 27, 2002, a gloomy event took place at Sknyliv Airport in Lviv. It was the day that marked the tragic Sknyliv tragedy, the worst air show disaster in history.
The event was supposed to be a joyful celebration of aviation, with an air show with spectacular maneuvers of the Su-27 aircraft. However, what should have been an exciting display turned into a devastating disaster.
As the plane performed its maneuvers, something went wrong, causing it to crash into a crowd of spectators. As a result of the accident, 77 people died, more than 400 people were injured.
The Sknyliv tragedy shook the nation and the international aviation community. It prompted an investigation into the cause of the crash and raised questions about safety measures at the air show. Since the disaster, measures have been taken to improve safety protocols at air shows around the world.
Thanks for watching. We are waiting for you in our next video. If you want to send, thank the authors and finance the development of the channel, there are links to several possible options for this in the description. Goodbye.